very, very close to my heart, and I live very, very far away, 9 hours different in jet lag, and I suffer the distance. But sometimes I'm very, very, very lucky because when I go home, I feel at home, both in Viterbo and in other places where I just happen to have gone in the last few months or few years. One of these that is very special in my heart is Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia. It is kind of my dream come true. A very, very, very young mayor, a reactive and genius city that is ready to pick up challenges and go for it to the fullest extent. Today, we are very, very lucky. We have the mayor and a special, special, special guest. Good evening, twins. How are you guys?
How, Giulio?
So
I'm good.
I'm gonna say that the one I see on the right is the mayor, right?
Yeah, it depends.
You guys are impossible. You have the same beautiful smile, the same sweet eyes. It's very hard. Thank God you have different hairstyle.
Yeah, we got different hairstyles. Yes, that's a huge problem. Let me say, since Carlos got this curly hair, it's quite impossible to pretend to be him. So my life has turned much more complicated, as you can imagine.
Okay, I wanna know something a little bit crazy. Like when you guys were kids, tell me an anecdote, something crazy that happened because you guys were so identical.
Well, also our grandparents, they couldn't tell us apart, but I guess we exchanged each other at our a couple of 18th birthday parties. So obviously, and that's literally how far we could go. Like, yeah.
So we're not gonna tell anybody, but did you guys take each other exams?
No.
No.
Obviously, no. No.
Okay, so we have to say who you guys are and why are we here. So the topic is Tuscia Fiore, and I guess we have to present Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia. Maybe the mayor should present it?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, thanks a lot for the presentation. You described me as a genius, reactive. I don't remember what. So thanks a lot, Giulio. And well, I am just one of the group who is in charge of the local administration at the moment, trying to do my best, spending my energies in order to improve my, my community life, we can say. But I'm still also a student, meaning that I have always a lot to learn in general. I am a teacher as well, and what more, I attended Technical Institute and then graduated in a business school in Viterbo. Got an experience of 5-6 months in Belgium, in Liège exactly, where I studied international business, and that's me.
So Fabio and Mr. Sindaco, Mr. Mayor, everybody says that they've been captivated by your personality, and I know your twin has a very similar personality. The word that comes to mind is soft. Do you guys take it as an offense, or is it precisely what best describes your personality?
Well, I guess so. You mean soft, like it's just like being friendly to people. So in this way, I guess it's a key to.
It means not raising your voice, not trying to be right at all cost, trying to listen before speaking. Right? That's what soft means. I think that is you guys, right?
Yeah, that's right. We both like to listen to people. I mean, I think communication nowadays is very important. So the way you communicate and the way you listen to people can impact and make a huge difference in this world. So it's what we try to behave.
Okay, Carlo, I have a very hard question for you. So people say that a mayor somehow gives a little bit of personality to the city. And the question for you is, which trait of your brother you hope Villa San Giovanni absorbs going forward?
I would say, well, definitely determination. Is persistent because he never gives up, but he's also open-minded. See, to my a lot of compliments. He will will tell me later. But these things, so open-minded it's the vision that actually changes, the minds, and it makes the difference. And
Mr. Mayor, do you agree?
I haven't paid him, so
So, Mr. Mayor, do you agree? Is that what should become a Villa San Giovanni policy?
well, the thing is that I think nowadays you have to put together many knowledges. Is it correct? Knowledge? I don't really know. Competency. How do you say? Competency.
Yes.
So of course it's not just me, but it's a group of people really, and many volunteers who are helping us to make better community and to make a better place where to live. So it's the strength of a community, to be honest. So it's not just me. I am a little one among many others.
Yes, but Mr. Mayor, the community absorbs the quality of the leader. You know that.
Yeah, well, what I always say is it's like a waterfall, meaning that when you try to guide a group of people, bringing your behavior, then of course the people can follow you, can continue to behave in a better way. So I mean, as sort of an example in some ways, no?
Of course, of course. So, Carlo, do you prefer your brother not being involved in politics, or you're okay with this?
I'm okay as far as he's the one involved in politics. It's just fine for me, By now, I just get people stop me in the street, but with this hair now, nobody's doing it because we look different right now. But when we kind of look the same, everybody used to stop me in the streets talking about issues and and stuff, and I was like, please don't. And even if I told them, it's Carlo talking, it's not Fabio. They were like, anyway, I can you will pass it to your brother, but now it's as far as it's the one, it's fine. He received many congratulations for the election. Yeah. I did.
Okay, so I want to know from both of you guys one particular aspect of Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia life when you guys were kids. How do we attract family to move to San Giovanni? Why? What was it when you guys were kids? What do you remember?
Well, I think we both agree on Villa San Giovanni, on the fact Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia is just one of the best places to grow up children. In some ways, here families are not struggling on, let's say, security as in a big town, a big city. They just they drop their children out of the door and go and have fun, and then the grass fields we've got in the middle of the village, and the kids garden as well, and they have many chances to have fun with in a natural environment. No,
I agree.
yeah,
Carlo, what do you say?
yeah, I totally agree with my brother. It's just like it's an hospitable place. It's safe. I mean, people they leave keys on their doors, so this means so much. We're like family. So the first thing that comes to my mind is just the picture of a family. It's a village, so it's small and it's secure, it's protected. So you feel this sort of protection. Yeah, and
Very good, very good.
there's
So,
another aspect. Sorry, Julie, if I
go for it.
interrupt. Is also,
For it.
as an example, all of every family here has got their vegetable garden and factory as well, so they can grow up like
Organic food,
organic
yeah.
food and healthy food and animals as well. You know, so
I have a little proposal. Mr. Mayor, do you remember Chiara Di Valerio? You had an
Sure.
interview with her. So she couldn't be with us today, but I recorded something, and she's gonna say something, and I want to talk with you guys about it. Is it okay? Can I show it?
sure.
Okay, so stay there. Don't move. Sometimes his life is complicated, but not today. Hi, Chiara, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. You?
I am very good. I had to say, I'm always happy to see you. One, you are incredibly good looking.
Thank
Two, you are the hope for the next generation, ready to go around the world and to bring back some know how and some knowledge. So, I have a new question for you.
Sure.
Do you feel you can appreciate more what Italy has to offer?
Way more. We absolutely way more. I've never been so patriotic. Like I I understand being here how many things we have in our country that we take for granted, especially food. But no, it's also the kind of life we have. For example, for us, it can be a silly thing, but also sit at the table, talking with friends and with family. We take that for granted, but here, like they don't do it. So we suffer from that because we are for Italians, and sometimes we want to sit at the table, talk with everyone, but everyone is always in a rush. So it's really complicated for us to keep up with the lifestyle here. So I really appreciate our country now.
You know, today in the morning, I was talking to a young person. He's a rapper from Tuscia, and he was telling me something. And then he eventually said, "So, how is life in Los Angeles?" And I didn't know what to say in a few words, but I told him, "Do you know that feeling on Friday or Saturday when you go out to see who is out there? There is no such a thing in America, right?"
That's true. Yeah. It's kind of sad for us, but they're used to it. So of course, we prefer like being in Italy, but I feel like if you don't like try both things, you can never say what's best for you. So now for us, I'm sure 100% that is best like Italy, but it depends on how you are, honestly.
So you are, we are recording because you are super busy. What's happening in your days?
Now I'm in the spring semester, and luckily I'm in off season, so I don't have the season of volleyball because I play volleyball here as new. But we have a really busy schedule because I also started working. So like my day is between schools, volleyball, work, and then I have to study. So it's really busy.
So just a little question, a little follow up. You're working? Aren't you studying?
Because here in campus they offer a lot of jobs for students, and they're really easy jobs. So it's a way to help also students to get some money, and I think it's really helpful because they just give you the opportunity to get in the world of like job.
I think this is fantastic. I would love to export it to Italy because our young people, I don't know if you are there yet or you're already there or you have been there, that we really don't do it. We
Yeah.
don't do it, right? But it's great. It's a great experience. Why not?
Yeah, no, the difference between Italy and US is that they give a lot of opportunities for students. Like we have a lot of jobs opportunity, internship opportunity. For me, it's a little bit more difficult because I'm international, so there are a lot of documents, a lot of problems with bureaucracy, but there are way more opportunities than in Italy. That's an advantage of being here.
I completely agree. Okay, Chiara, I want to show you something, and at the end, I will ask you a question. It's a bad question, so you have to be ready for the question. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, this year, Tuscia and Fiore is going to be May. You have no excuses. Are you coming?
Yeah, I have to come because my semester is gonna finish in April. So I'm already looking for tickets to come back to Italy. So of course I'm gonna come this year.
Okay, so with your permission, I will set up a little workshop, seminar, whatever, some interview, some live show from Tuscia and Fiore in English,
Sure.
because I want to keep telling everybody in the world to come, right? So
Yeah.
I will have you.
It would
Is
be a
that deal?
pleasure. It would be a pleasure.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
fantastic. Okay, so let's get to the bottom of it. So there is a place hidden between Rome and Tuscany that is called Tuscia, and it's gorgeous and it's fantastic. You eat well, people are fun, and in some places the key is still on the door. So how do we tell the world to come and visit us? Please tell us.
I feel like you can just say that it's a special place because there are not some places like that. Because like being here, I understood that in Italy there are so many small places that are so special because they're unique, and Tuscia is one of those. Because it's not like a really famous place, maybe, but it's a hidden place that it's worth it to visit and it's worth it to see because it's just special and unique.
I love the way you say it. Okay, so let me say goodbye with another little video, 15 seconds. It should be okay, and then we'll say goodbye. Okay. I always say beautiful palaces and castle, fun people, flowers, good food, Cinquecento Vespa, and so forth and so forth. There is a lot to see in Tuscia. Do you agree?
I totally agree. Yeah.
Chiara, it has been a pleasure. Next time we see each other, we're going to be in the same state.
Of course.
Which is also fun. And I want to thank you for your little break from the 300 million
Thank
things
you
that
for having me.
Thank you, Chiara.
Thank you. Bye.
And we are back. Hi, twins. How are you guys?
Hi. We're good. We're good. Thanks. We're good.
I love Chiara. I literally love her. She's so happy and smiley and full of life. I really like it. So this is the question for the mayor. We have to send our young people away. Then they become aware, like Chiara, that Tuscia is fantastic. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm also happy Chiara is coming for Tuscia in Fiore. As she said, now she has to keep the promise. And well, as she said, Tuscia is very unique. There are many places and to visit, and so we can't wait again to the second edition of Tuscia in Fiore to host and to receive as much people as possible. We're getting ready, Giulio, so come to visit us. It's an invitation I take, no? And I extend.
Carlo, you have to give us a little bit of geographic help. Let's say somebody's watching this from New York.
Geographic help?
How do they find
like
Tuscia, San Giovanni Tuscia?
Yeah. Oh well, we are from the outside. You would say like it's in the middle of nowhere, but sometimes when you, if you look like, if you just go, looking around, you can find so many pearls, which would be like our little towns close by. And many, if you got all the pearls, you can make a necklace. Let's say like this. So to make a necklace, you gotta visit all those little towns and find out all the traditions which are linked to our, to our life, our way of being. So just come and visit.
So, Signor Sindaco, Mr. Mayor, we are going to talk about something that possibly we shouldn't talk about in Italian, because I don't know if it is completely up and up. But the coolest thing about San Giovanni in Tuscia last year was the little window where you could get a fried pizza. Can you tell us a little more about that? That's fantastic.
I always feel pressure to be interviewed by you because I always have no idea on the questions you're asking me. So things are getting more complicated. Well, so no, that was, I honestly have to say it was a brilliant idea, and it will be, I think, repeated this year as well, of course, with the success it has. And but it was really a totally brilliant idea. I have nothing to say. Maybe I should not say it, but I have to admit that it was totally unexpected.
Well, from what I understand, you correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Mayor. All we did, you, I, Vice Sindaco Paolo Valeri, Nuccio, everybody, we only create the condition so that people can express themselves. And people did. And people did.
Yeah, that's true. That's what made me feel really proud of my community again. It means that they cooperated so well, and they had been working on the event for several months, and And as well this year, since well since the first edition was over, they began to think about what can we do for the second edition, what can we do more, and so they are very creative, and they really did such a great job. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Carlo, what was your part? I know you had a part.
Yeah, my part. Well, last year we, helped with the help, obviously, of middle school, let's say, of the students. We wrote a poem, which was about empathy on the street, on mirrors, which was a way, to read the poem and look at yourself at the same time, trying to sympathize with, with the world around. And this year it's still a secret, so I'm not going to tell you, but there's
That was the next question.
so there's a lot going there's a lot going on, and this is the idea. When I said it's like the village is like a family, so we're all ready to help each other in this way. So it's a way to. There's so much going on, and everybody wants to. We really want to make go with it to succeed again. So we'll make our, we'll do our best to attain it, to achieve it again.
So, Mr. Mayor, of course, we should talk about olive oil because it's the best in the world. But as far as Tuscia Fiori is concerned, your ricotta cheese had bigger success.
A
Can
great
you tell us a
success.
little more?
Yeah, great success, and it was really cool to watch in direct the process of making ricotta cheese, and yeah, exactly. Volunteers had thought about this opportunity to offer to visitors, and we realized it, and it was really cool, a big success. And again, this year we are as well creating new scenographies, if I can say, scenography sets, and but it will be again full of music, art expositions, exhibitions, and there's a lot to say. So come over. We're waiting for you. Food as well, street
I
food,
mean, yeah,
and
traditional food. Like,
So we should say when.
of course, on the 6th and 7th of May, we are waiting for you so that we can don't miss the opportunity to come to visit us, please.
Mr. Mayor, we need to say something that you are, at this point, you are even very good friend with the mayor of Blera and Barbarano, close by.
Yes,
And the three villages are on the three village walk or path. That is another great success, which is fantastic. Let's say hi to the association. And I'm sure they are going to be around. And I'm mentioning them because I think we have trouble hosting people in Villa San Giovanni. How many B&B are there?
There's only one bed and breakfast at the moment. Yeah,
You remember that I'm going to sleep at your place, right?
sure.
We
I'm totally.
have-
You have more than one place here where to sleep and where to eat. I'm totally sure.
we have to convince somebody to open more B&Bs, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because that there is nothing better than waking up in Villa San Giovanni, going down the street, stopping at the bar, getting coffee, chit-chatting with everybody, and possibly say hi to somebody on the window, right? That's the life, right?
Yeah, that's life. I mean, it's a way to rid off some stress and to breathe, not to breathe fresh air, no pollution, and it's a totally good life. So thanks to this association, that Stay Freedom, it is called, and as well to the local mayors who are guiding their villages, and it is. Obviously, we are always keeping in touch. Of course, even when we have to take decisions, problems are often the same. So when you can share like a problem, or you have to take a decision and you share it with someone who has the same problem, your life turns better.
I think even in this direction, you have a lot to do with the new approach. You're very soft again, and it's easy to talk to you. And I'm sure they appreciate the fact that there is a willingness to share common problems. I think that's a big,
Yeah.
big, nice thing.
Yeah, we've been building up a good relationship both with Blera and Barbarano Romano, and yeah, absolutely.
So, Carlo, now I have the question I wanted to ask you before Chiara. So, two young people that had the freedom to do whatever they want when we were kids. Nevertheless, you guys were very devoted. You studied very hard. Your English is fantastic, both of you guys.
Yeah.
How come you guys didn't go away? How come you didn't run away like Chiara?
I don't know. Well, this is a tough question to answer. But we just, I mean, we went to the States years ago. You know, when Reed and Roy, our uncles, they lived there, and we came and visit. But then we went up to Maine, and as a paradox, I feel like I would belong better in Maine than in New York City, because New York City is too hectic. You know, there's too much. A busy life is too much going on. So I just feel my pace, the pace of my life should be a little more quieter, a little more soft in this way. So that's what it's just a way of being again, you know. I don't like the hectic life. I like a more relaxing, peaceful, and, and here I got all I need. I mean, I can travel, but then I come back.
Yeah, it's like Fiumicino is only 1 hour if you need to take a plane, and the closest train station is 10 minutes away from here. I mean, we are not missing that much. Then it's good to how do you say invest? Like when you Chiara was saying something similar. I think Giulio, when you go abroad and you got opportunities and like to learn and to improve, but then it's also good to invest what you learn abroad in your village, no, isn't it true, to make it a better place?
So
Like,
living here, I discovered that in New Zealand, everybody that graduate from high school has to live 1 year abroad. Have to. They have to. They have to. I think that's fantastic because you know the cabin fever, island fever. No, if you live in a small place, you eventually get a little bit suffering. Like you know, you're frustrated. You want to go. They do the opposite. They force them to go when they're 20. If they find some different path, they're gone, or they come back and they're happy to live in New Zealand. And New Zealand, of course, is like heaven, right? It's
Exactly. Definitely.
because people appreciate what they have because they have seen differently, and they went back. I think we should do something similar in Tuscia.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so I agree.
I agree as well.
One day we have to find a way. I don't know if it's gonna be easy, but we will try, right? Mayor?
Yeah, no matter what. We
Okay,
will.
guys, it has been half hour. It's fun to talk to you guys, and I will go on. But I know, particularly Mr. Mayor is always busy, so we are gonna say goodbye soon. But at first, the question I ask everybody: is there something that you wanted to tell us and I didn't let you say? Let's start with Carlo.
Well, I will take this time just to tell all the people who are listening or watching the video to step away from your workplace. You know, if you're workaholics, it's just the right time to make it, to stop doing what you're doing and just come and visit. You won't be disappointed. You know, you just disconnect from the pressure of your life, come and visit, and come and see our unspoiled village. We're waiting for you. Open arms.
Nicely done. Quality of life. I couldn't agree more. Mr. Mayo, same thing for you. Something you wanted to tell us?
Exactly. So exactly. Come to visit us, and what I'd really like to say is thanks to everyone who is helping with the organization of this second edition, and thanks again to all the persons who helped in the very first one. So we need to improve. We can make it better with the efforts and the help of everyone. We can make it better. So come to visit us. We are waiting for you. Partecipate numerosi.
6th and 7th of May, save the date.
And 7th of May.
Save the date.
So very, very good. 6th and 7th of May. I am stressing Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia. Everybody look it up. It's a lovely little place. You have got to want to go there. You cannot just drive by. In some sense, he reminds me of the movie from Walt Disney, Cars. You guys remember?
Yeah.
You have to go there. But the feeling is not the same. In Cars, everybody was a little bit sad, right? Versus in Villa San Giovanni, every time I go, I feel there is happiness in there. I'm very, very, very pleased every time I go. I'm not just saying it. I could say the opposite, right? But
No,
it's really fun. Every time I go, it's fun.
It's therapeutic.
Okay, so Mr. Mayor, this is how you're gonna make your re-election. You have to promise that you're gonna have Tuscia and Fiore forever.
I hope so, of course. Why not? I mean, we just begin. We just began. So
Again.
we need to continue in this path. Come on.
And I think it's gonna be easy because everybody's so happy to do it, right?
Exactly. I'm totally sure at the end of the second one, we will immediately begin to think about the third one and so on. So.
And to be fair, there is Sagra, there are different festivities.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all fun, but it's different. It's tradition.
Yeah.
Versus here is open, filled to imagination.
Exactly. 6th and 7th of May is only the beginning. Then in June, there's this horse show again, and then the Sagras as well. July and August. Just come over. We're waiting for you.
And for the people that have different passion, you guys are always big in horses, right?
Yeah, exactly. There is a beautiful event right in the middle of the village. It will take place this year in June, end of June, and we will advertise this event so you won't miss it.
Very, very good. So, not to take anything away from Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia, but in August, wherever you go in Italy, you're gonna find fun festivity, right?
That's right.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Very good. Twins, it has been a super pleasure. Thank you so very much for your time. And hopefully, we are going to have too many people this time in Villa San Giovanni in Tuscia that we will not be able to give everybody a pizzetta fritta, a fried pizza.
That's right.
Thanks,
it's our
Giulio.
pleasure. Thank you, Giulio. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Again,
Take
I'm going to
care.
say goodbye with the video for the English market, and I will see you guys sometime soon in Italy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Regista, com'è andata oggi?
Bene, benissimo, come sempre. Ci vediamo alla prossima, Giulio.